Hello there, and welcome to episode 175 of the FlameFlash.net podcast. Our words are our own. How's it going, bud?
Going good.
Good. Well, the Christmas break is now officially over. It ended on the 2nd. Today is January 4th when we're recording. But it closed nicely, don't you think?
Yeah.
So we enjoyed your youngest sibling's birthday and gamed more. I think we did some Marvel Rivals there on Monday, and otherwise, your older brother, we heavily did some more WoW Classic, if I recall correctly.
I believe so.
And then otherwise, we enjoyed our traditional, New Year's ice cream and just relaxing to close out the new year or close out the year and start the new. So, anything um gaming wise you want to highlight from the last week, or did it all kind of the whole vacation kind of blur together compared to the last time we talked?
Mm, I think it kind of blurred.
Yeah, especially given the last couple of days of school um,
Heh.
were a little bit rough there on Thursday, Friday for you, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
But if this is a shorter episode, it's a shorter episode. So, anything on your mind post the last week, like in your notes or anything?
Um, doesn't Trump go into office tomorrow?
No.
No?
Nope. Um, I believe the inauguration is um later this month, like January 20th or 21st. Let's see here. 20th. Yep.
Did they change it? I remember them saying it was the 5th.
No, the new Congress is being sworn in and starting new business, and then they will go and um, officially count the votes and mark Trump as the 47th president. This is kind of the events that led up to the January 6th problems back in 2021. So we're,
Hmm.
we're still in that constitutional phase of the process. He is not officially the president elect even yet, because Congress has yet to validate those results, but they're going to validate it, especially since his own party runs the House of Representatives by a majority of one person. That's how split they are.
Wow.
Yeah. So the so January 5th is probably what you read is when they will look at the vote results and sign all that off, and then his official inauguration there is then the 21st or 20th.
Okay.
Anything else?
Um, Not really, because I haven't really been seeing much new stuff for political news.
Well, that's okay. Anything else on your mind?
The inside joke we got.
So, background there. Um, he's, struggling a bit at school just thanks to personal events, personal background events. And we are in the process of trying to get him an IEP um, for that purpose, help him focus, get some accommodations going. Well, right now you're in limbo for that And yesterday, um, he has kind of a panic room set aside for him at the school. But for some weird and unknown reason, yesterday they wanted to do things completely differently. They locked him out of said room, even though his, lunch and personal items were in there. And they wanted to kind of loom and watch him eat because they were worried he might choke. Like, how old are you, bud? Just, for the
It's
record?
16.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know what they were thinking. I really don't. But now the family has a nice running joke to use whenever it's a super simple task. Your brother said gag. It's like, well, running gag makes the joke even worse because their phrasing was entirely, well, you might choke on your lunch. It's like, guys, we have been doing this the whole time, having a nice, quiet lunchroom to you so that your loud noise PTSD doesn't get triggered. So the fact that they suddenly want to renege on that is just weird. But at least they gifted us a running joke now of you might choke. Like, no, guys, he's not a toddler. He's not going to choke on his food. Now, people choke on their food. I get it. But not commonly, and you have been trained on how to do the Heimlich on yourself.
Yep.
And plus, it's not like you're suddenly abandoned in that room. You'd be able to step out and get help.
Yeah.
So those folks were just being super disrespectful, super condescending, super attempt at controlling. It's been a bit of a nightmare with your school district, and I'm sorry about that. But we are fighting them successfully, I think. And we're going to nail them down on an IEP pretty soon. And then you can actually focus on being educated again instead of all of this other nonsense.
Yeah.
But did that summarize it well with editing of personal info?
Pretty well.
Okay.
And also, they've just been refusing to bring me stuff
Well,
when
yeah.
I'm in that room.
Yeah, because part of the arrangement was you were supposed to be able to work on homework and get stuff done and actually learn because you're at school to do just that. And they're like, no, he has to go to class. It's like, guys, do you check the notes, please? Class is part of the problem and has been part of the problem, but that's neither here nor there. Um, Hopefully, by the end of this next week, a lot of this is going to get resolved because one way or another. Because I'm about ready to go to the Minnesota Department of Education and be like, hey guys, they're screwing up royally. How do we fix it? How do we report them?
Yeah,
All I want
because
is my boy to be educated. That's it. That's it. It's a pretty simple task, so why aren't you guys doing it?
yep. Didn't you say they seem to be trying to um make me drop out?
That's the way it feels. Like it feels like they're trying to make things so miserable for you that once you turn 17, you'll just say, F you guys, give them the bird, walk out the door, and drop off the register. It's like, no, you know better than that. You know that an education is important. You're there to learn. You want one, right?
Yeah, because otherwise I'll likely be homeless.
Game plan there, long game plan, good. Um, and yeah, it's ridiculous. For the camera, I am now showing off Jeff the Turtle from Culver's because that was something we acquired over the last weekend with your sister's birthday. So Jeff's going to attack the camera. For those of you listening, He is adorable. He's a little brown turtle with a cherry on top and a Culver's baseball cap. But
Heck yeah.
but yeah, I, we'll get it figured out. We'll get it sorted. They're just being dumb.
Extra dumb apparently because that person in charge, her email didn't make any sense.
No, it didn't. It didn't. Because for additional background, right now he has a 504 plan, which is what I have now learned, which they claimed wasn't a legal document of how to get some modifications and accommodations outside of the IEP process. And they haven't been following it or giving him any of that the entire time he's had the 504. And now that I know it's not just a set of suggestions like I was originally told, I'm screaming from the rooftops of, hey, y'all have screwed up.
Yep.
But we'll get it sorted. We'll get it sorted. Anything else on your mind, pal?
Mm, not that I can think of.
Cool. Well, we'll keep it short and sweet this time around. Then I can process the file and get it uploaded and scheduled for tomorrow so it still goes live on a Sunday. And then maybe we can game some. Sound good?
Sounds good.
Awesome. All right. Well, if anybody wants to leave a comment, there's the YouTube option, there's the flameflash.net option, there's writing in at podcast@flameflash.net. Feel free to reach out. It's welcome. It's encouraged. And thanks for stopping by. This has been episode 175.
Live with honor.
Indeed.